Hey everybody, this is Sean Mack, and this is my vlogs podcast segment called This is Sean Mack. We're doing it for my digital media seminar class. And the first topic, or the first week's topic that I'm going to be doing is digital manipulation. And I'm here with my good friend, Elijah. And before I talk, I'll also let him introduce himself. So what's up?
I'm Elijah Brooks. I'm a senior at Greenville College. I'm a marketing major. In my free time, I like to do music. Thanks for having me today.
Okay, awesome, dude. Yeah, me and Elijah, we make music. We make videos from time to time. We met at Greenville, and I'm in my room currently. It's a pretty sweet setup. Yeah. So, anyways, digital manipulation. Before we go into anything, you're a marketing major, so you're kind of in the marketing scene. So like, when I say that digital manipulation, what comes to your mind? Like, without even kind of not really thinking about it, what comes to your mind?
Let's see, like manipulation, you think about something not being real. So it's like people play with things to change them up.
Yeah.
So it's pretty different. People do different things, different touches to stuff just to make it seem like and look a certain way that they want them to look.
So like the digital, what do you think? So yeah, that's what. Yeah. So like the digital aspect, what do you think that means?
Let's see. It can go from pictures, like Photoshop thing going on, it's trending. So for instance, you just take somebody's picture, open up a Photoshop accelerator and just do what you do with the photo, touch it up.
You kind of summed it up. So I got the good old Wikipedia popped up. A couple days ago, I actually wrote like a blog on this for the class. And basically what I kind of talked about was, well, first I did like the history. I looked it up, did research some history, and looked up some videos, my professor put up. But anyways, let me ask you, how long do you think this has been going on? Like the Photoshop, quotes that they say, how long? Like a year?
Probably about 8 to 10 years, probably. The way I look at it, it's been going on for a while. So you hear it. Well, you've been hearing it since we've been growing up. So it's kind of crazy just how they can make a photo turn into something that's actually people think is real, but it's not.
Mm-hmm. So actually, I looked up the first. Well, I don't know if it's the first, but one of the first I guess manipulated photos digitally was from 1915. Yeah. I mean, it was just it took two pictures. Well, it took two pictures, and they cut these people out and took a picture of a picture, and basically what it did made a pop out effect. I mean, that would be crazy nowadays, but so I'm trying to fucking ask you now. So you're a marketing major. What have you? I mean, pre-college and then now during college or senior year, you're being a marketing major. That's why I kind of picked you, and I know we make videos and music together. That's why I thought you'd be a good person just to pick the brain. So marketing wise, what can you what have you seen in your marketing?
Since I've done the marketing.
Yeah, but diving deeper into it, what have you seen? Taking your classes, what have you learned? Watching music videos, with your marketing mind.
So what I've learned is without you gotta advertise what you're doing. So it's you market to the people who you think will have an interest in what you're doing. So for me, say for instance I do music, so I want to market to those of my age and younger sometimes, because that's how my music affects the people. So also I want to just to have that target audience where they can just come in and they can hear you out and be like, oh, he sounds like this, so I like to listen to him more. So with the marketing things, I met with you and we did the music and you did photos and all that, so it's okay, a CD. So you want to have that attention grabber on the CD, just wow, that's caught my eye and all that. So it's just without a market in a target market, like you basically have nothing. So like if you look at the celebrities now, like they have that audience because they target and market to those that they think will listen. So it's just like whoever gets my attention first, that's like the big idea.
So like okay, so that's like the marketing. So what do you with digital manipulation? How do you think over the 10 20 years? How do you think like okay say for example you say for you personally you did like music and stuff. Now how do you think digital manipulation has helped like you and then let's say like then like the Beyoncé's and the Jay-Z's, what is like do you think like their video like they shot a video obviously with like digital camera, then like do you think okay we're targeting this to a college or college age people, so do you think they're going to do like certain colors and certain effects or certain it's like what do you think like digitally what do you think
to get people attention by that, like the effects would be like flashy lights or something like that, just to catch the attention. But in all reality, it's like, okay, we have this video, for instance, like you said, Jay-Z, Beyonce. So they're two biggest names in like the music business and the industry. So them alone, but just by their names, brings attention to like brings people closer to them just to want to see what they're doing. So it's like, oh, with the digital thing of it, so a video is shot and you see this going on, portraying the image of them dancing or anything else like that. But you got to look deeper in the meaning that somebody behind the lens of the camera is actually going through and editing it and making it this way. So,
okay. So have you like throughout your 3 years and a week here at Greenville, have you ever even thought about digital manipulation at all? I mean, do you think us our age, students or 18 to 24, 5-year-olds even think about that stuff? Like, they see a photo of some female model. You think they think, oh, she's been photoshopped? They say, you think she's been airbrushed, weight loss, wrinkle free, erized? Or do you think like, oh wow, damn, she's hot? Or do you think, do you think people our age like realize, what's going on?
It's like everybody's different in our age, so like it goes to show that if a model is posted, you have to just look at how the picture is really edited if you want to pay attention closely to that. But it's like nowadays you just see a picture and be like, wow, she's hot, the body is hot. But
so you think like nowadays in the 21st century, you think like, how do I say this Greenville appropriately? Do you think like, do you think like, sex obviously, a big selling point, in the media.
Yeah.
So obviously like, women, their breasts had to be enlarged.
Yep. Booty's gotta be
bootified.
Yeah.
And all that jazz. So like, do you think now, do you think the same techniques that we're using now, or we as in like the master editor of Cosmo and all the Victoria's Secrets, do you think the same techniques they're doing now were used like 20 years ago? Or do you think it's like progressively, you think digital manipulation has been used more now?
I think it's been used more now, just for the fact that in depth, like people know how to do it now. So it's like with every picture, every video, you have some type of edit in it, especially pictures now. You see everybody posting a picture and it's like, oh, shot by this person. Or it's like a professional photograph, but also you can tell that it's been photo enhanced or Photoshop in particular. So
even like Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram, but like
everybody's a photographer.
Yeah, but in some cases, like it's different. Like when you're actually sitting on a computer editing the pictures, because you can do whatever you want with it. But like Instagram, it's just like, oh, you have these kind of edits you got to scroll through.
Yeah, it's still manipulating.
Yeah, because it's not the image that's like regular image, but.
Right. So, last question. What do you think So we just agreed on that, 20 years ago. They weren't using the same stuff now as they're using now in, magazines and music videos and movies even. What do you think, as a 21-year-old marketing student, what do you think is going to happen in the next 15 years? With media in general, or with media in a broad sense, but like digital manipulation, like, before you do that, I'll read you the definition on the internet. Just basically the application of image or video or any type of media editing techniques to media in order to create an illusion or a deception at the original photography that's taking place. And that's via Wikipedia. So with that, illusions and deceptions, what do you think the illusion and deceptions are going to get worse? Or I don't want to say worse, but just more heavily used?
Yeah.
Like 10, 15 years?
10 to 15 years, you'll see it progress to even more people manipulating the way videos, photos, whatever created, they can manipulate it and turn it to something that's portraying to be real, but it's been formed to be played with. So it's like, I think it'll grow heavenly because more people will adapt to it as they grow older.
It's going to kind of become the norm.
Yeah.
I guess like heavy.
Kind of become that thing to do. Manipulation. Digital manipulation. Crazy.
All right. Well, that is our first segment, or my first segment. I want to thank Elijah Brooks, aka Crease.
No problem. No
Google
problem.
him, YouTube him, YouTube me. I'm just joking out here to advertise. Get the videos. Yeah. So this is Sean Mack, and we are out. Thanks for watching.